I like questions that get to the heart of things. And right now, there's a popular question that's being asked of politicians, and it's, are you America first or are you Israel first? Um, and that is a simple question, and it should have a simple answer. Anybody who is in America should be America first. It doesn't mean you don't care about other places, but it means you put America first. The reason that's such a hard question is because there's people who don't put America first, but they don't want to say that they put America first on national television because of the people who are potentially supporting them. So they're caught. It catches them in the rough spot where they have to avoid the question altogether, right? I like questions like those because questions like those get to like the essence of things. And then one of those questions, right, is, are we in the state that we are in now because politicians historically have been incapable of fixing it, or because they don't want to fix it? It is one of those two things. There is no other. If you are trying and you have been trying and you've been putting effort, then you have been incapable. If you have not been trying, then that means you don't care about it. It's really as simple as that, right? Logically, rationally, systematically, right? Re- Increasing people's ability to survive is going to decrease their want to do crime. Much of crime, not all of crime, but much of crime is typically a result of struggle. People doing whatever they have to survive. Survival is one of the core traits of being a human, and most people are attached to that trait. Most people will do whatever it takes to survive. You know, a prime example, it's not realistic, right? But in Interstellar, that guy who's on that planet who goes through all those loops just to bring people there so he can get off the planet is all because of survival, right? And that was a person who was good and everybody thought was like this type of person, but when he was tempered, when he was put into a situation that tested his mettle, his true mettle showed, right? And so that's the thing, right? Survival makes us do things we wouldn't ordinarily do, right? And so when people have a hard time surviving, they're going to do whatever they feel is necessary to do. And when those people have families, now it's not just about you, it's about your family. America is about being privileged, right? That's not fair to me because I have my rights, right? But what happens when your privileges come into contact with other people's life and it makes their life harder? We want to believe that people have the best intentions for others, but that belief is part of the reason why we've gotten to where we are. We have to enforce that people have the best intentions for others. We have to regulate that goodwill is not an option, right? And in my opinion, that means you have to regulate how much money people can make. Reagan reduced taxes from the wealthy people, and the argument was is that those wealthy people would then pay the trickle-down economics, and it didn't work. Why? Because people have to beat their greed, and the more people have, the more people want, the more people need to maintain the things that they have, because that's your new norm. And people, many people, not everybody, but many people who have a taste of that level of greed, they just want more, especially when power comes into play, social status comes into play, niche groups and circles come into play. So you can't rely on goodwill of people who are vulnerable to their humanity at the highest level of exposure, right? Those people are essentially almost like playing a video game. They can buy whatever they want. They can have whatever they want. They don't see life as life anymore. They beat the game, you know. They ran out of quests. Depends on what their quests are, right? But just to put it into perspective.